Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ futures. For the record, today is Monday, December 4th. Time is around 4 p.m. GMT. So we are currently pulling back here in the NASDAQ. Let's have a look what this could be. And therefore, I will start in the higher time frame. I will do a quick recap of the higher time frame. If you want to have more details, please have a look at my last video. The higher time frame analysis is actually still valid, but just to guide you in my reasoning, I will start here in the weekly. So I believe from this wave to low right here, we have an impulse up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the fifth wave, and this fifth wave should then end this wave 1 in the higher degree. Here in the weekly, I would say the data supports this count. Like for the moment, we have 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our strongest RSI reading is the wave 3. And so for now, for the moment, we are making a new high here, a fifth wave up, and we have divergence. This is typically something we see in an impulse. So from the weekly perspective, this looks all good, or this looks the natural path, I would say. Now, it is a bit unclear, like we can have kind of a short fifth wave like we are doing now, but of course we also have to take into account or to consider that it could be that the wave or the impulse we are seeing here is just a wave 1 of wave 5, and then we could get something like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's also a possibility, like finishing this this impulse here and doing this fifth wave as an ending diagonal. So I think the most important thing to do now is to look here for complete structures into this move up here in this fifth wave. So this is what I see in the weekly. Then if we go to the daily, here we see our wave 3 high, or wave 4 low after a triple tree correction, WXYXZ. And so from here, we had a very strong move up. It really looks like we started a new cycle from this low. Remember, this was also an important level in the S&P 500. This was the 0.618 FIB retracement in the S&P 500. So in order to have an impulse here in the S&P 500, we really needed to move up from this level. And so this happened. And of course, we also see this in the NASDAQ, very strong move. But here in the daily, actually the same impulse pattern as I described in the weekly chart. Here we have our wave 3. Here we are working on the fifth wave. We have our divergence here also in the daily. As you can see, we are making a new high right here, and at the same time we have divergence in RSI. This is typically an ending pattern, or a pattern that we see when a structure is ending. Then if we go to the 4 hour, here you can see my count from the wave 4 low. So this here is the wave 4 low. And as discussed in my previous video, if this has to be an impulse, I would count it like this: wave 1, wave 2, then here the wave 3, and so now we had our fifth wave, or the fifth wave is still to come. I know we are pulling back, but in my opinion, that does not really mean much for the moment. Of course, it could be that the fifth wave is in right here, but at the same time, look in which area we are. We are in the wave 4 area. So if we take the length here of our wave 3, excuse me, let me fix this. So if we take the length of our wave 3, then we know that the wave 4 should go into the area between the 0.146 and the 0.618 Fib retracement. And so this is the area we are currently at. So from that perspective, this pullback we are seeing now could be completely normal, although I think we are almost minus 2% now, although it looks very bearish. It might be something very normal if this is the wave 4. And then this brings us to the 1 hour and the 15 minutes. Like, at the one hand, I would say it's difficult to call for a fifth wave here, I would say, because then we need something like this. So from the wave 3 high, pull back as a wave 4, and then we here have our fifth wave, but it looks like this is not 5 waves. This looks like 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. It is also ending quite strong. This is not something very typical for a fifth wave. A fifth wave should end with divergence. Also, if we go to the 15 minutes, also here it is ending quite strong. So therefore, I believe we might have a structure like this for the moment. So an expanded flat, if this is our wave 3, this could be the wave A down. And then from here, overshooting wave B in 3 waves, 1, 2, 3, wave B. And so now we might be working on a wave C. And this C wave is then the final leg of this wave 4 correction. And if I have to put subwaves here in this wave C, I would say, like, for the moment here, what we are seeing now looks quite strong. So therefore, of course, if we go to the 1 hour, also here it looks quite strong. Like, here we are taking out this RSI, so I tend to believe if this is an impulse that this would be our wave 3. Of course, the hourly candle is not closed yet. If we suddenly in 5 minutes start to rally from here, it could be that we do not have a lower RSI reading, but assuming that the RSI goes below this RSI reading, so of this wave down, then I would tend to label it here in the 15 minutes as follows. So this would then be the wave 1, wave 2, this probably the 3, the 4, and the 5. So let me put it in the right degree. Okay, something like this. So this would be my count in the lower time frame. If I look here at the subwaves in the lower time frame, this would be my count. But at the same time, please do not forget, like if we look at the higher time frame, let me I want to take this out of the weekly chart. Yeah, like this. So if we look at a higher time frame, everything is actually here for complete impulse. So we have 5 waves, we have divergence in the weekly. We also see this in the daily, similar pattern, 5 waves. We have divergence for the moment. We broke the RSI trend line. So everything is here, I would say, for a complete structure from the higher time frame perspective. However, if we look at the lower time frame, I would say that something is missing. This looks 3 waves, 1, 2, 3, instead of 5. And so if this is 3, it looks more corrective than impulsive. And if it is not impulsive, it cannot be our fifth wave. So therefore, in the lower time frame, I would think about a structure like this, A, B, C, as I just showed in the 15 minute and in the 1 hour. So as you can see here, A, B, C. So lower time frame looks incomplete. Higher time frame, everything is there to have a complete structure. And then I also would like to discuss my secondary scenario. So this would be my primary scenario here in green. But then remember, in my previous video, I also discussed a scenario like where we have a wave 1 right here, and the pullback we are seeing right now could actually be also a wave 2. Of course, we do not have evidence in the higher time frame for this kind of scenario. Like I told you, with the data we currently have, we have divergence, we have 5 waves. Also here in the daily, 5 waves, divergence. So I would say the data is supporting the scenario here in green, the data we have for the moment. But don't forget, we saw a very bullish move here from this low, very, very strong, I would say. And so we always like, and as you can also see, like in this structure, the pullbacks were very shallow, very difficult to get in if you were not in yet. Like you could not really enter by following the normal conventions, I would say. Like normally this was our wave 2 area. If we take the length here of the wave 1, as you can see, we never reached this area. We had a shallow pullback. So therefore, this is also a scenario I would like to keep on my charts, that we finished a structure right here, a wave 1 right here, and that we are pulling back now, maybe even as a wave 2. And then from here, we could start another rally, a wave 3, a very strong rally. That's also a possibility. I just want to keep it on my charts, but like I discussed here in the higher time frame, for the moment, there is more support for the scenario in green. Okay, that's my analysis for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. and I see you one of the next days for another update on the NASDAQ. Have a nice day. Bye bye.